Hi everybody. So today for Fountain Pen Friday, introduced this combination of fountain pen and ink that I thought would go well together. I'll talk about this first. I thought this was limited edition, but it seems like it's very widely produced and a lot of people have this pen. But I think I bought it for quite a high price because I thought it would be difficult to find or actually limited. But this one is called Iridescent Pearl, and it says here that it is the Kaweco Collection. Yes, Kaweco Collection, or Kaweco Collection, and it is in the fine tip fountain pen. I also purchased with it the converter, which is so tiny, but I already put it inside. So it's that plunger converter. And I think every single pen is technically different, like different striations or different, like I think this is plastic, the way that it was created. So it's actually been quite a while since I bought this. This came out last year. I've really been searching for something that could go in here that would mimic the color, the different colors. So it's kind of like a gray, but like green and purple type of sheen. And the ink that I thought would pair well with it is from the Painter series from Dominant Industry. Even though this looks quite purple, the real swatch of this is it's like very watery and rather gray leaning. So the ink is called that and this is also in the Pearl series, so I thought that this would be quite a good match to this pen. So after giving it a good shake, try to disperse all of that glitter or pearl pigment. Also, when I got this at the stationery fair here in Taipei. And when I got it, it was already opened. This was my first Dominant Industry ink, and I didn't know that if it was sealed, it should be sealed properly. But anyways, so that is the ink we'll use. You can kind of see on the tissue that there is some sheen, that pearl sheen, and then it's kind of like a purple and a gray and blue. So there's quite a lot of colors in there. This is definitely my first time using and inking this. So let me put this back. And cap this. So I think the best way to use this pen is for it to be posted. And let's see, we'll do a little ink swatch test. Yeah, it's very gray, like a purplish gray. So we'll talk about pen first, I guess. We'll say it's very juicy. So it's the Kaweco Collection. I really like Kawecos. So this is such a cute little pen, and I think the fine tip nib was a good idea because this is starting to show those sparkles. I don't know, maybe you can't see because this is a very sparkly cover, but at least in person I can see, especially over here, maybe when it was like a little bit more juicy. And this is just regular paper. We have this. It's pretty thick actually. There is not super great, but I'm just doing it for swatching. I'm going to be just doing one side. And that is my first ever Kaweco inking up with Dominant Industry. I can see this being a problem for me, going into more and more inks and pens, going down a different route, but I think this is very fun, and I really love the trying to pair a pen with an ink. I think this is a pretty good match. I also have, I think I have another one that, oh yes, I was thinking the Sailor. There's a really good Sailor ink. I'll have to look up the name and then write it here. But I thought that the Sailor ink would be really good with this. It's got really nice shading, and it's also kind of a gray with like a pearl effect. But I'm happy with this actually. When I used this ink previously, I thought it was really watery, but I think just the pen was not correct. I am really enjoying this. I think that this looks really nice, and I'm looking forward to writing with this combination. So let me know what you guys think about this combination I picked, the Kaweco Collection in Iridescent Pearl with Dominant Industry Les Nympheas Matin. And also, do you guys have any suggestions for how to swatch, what kind of paper to use? I've seen a lot of people do like really juicy swatches, but it didn't feel like, for me, that's how I would be using this ink. So I felt just writing would be something that I would do just like a really small sample. But I'm not sure how I want to categorize this ink at this point. And I would love to see what you guys do, or if you have suggestions. I'm really trying to not buy too many extra things, because I already have a lot of like paper and a lot of pens, and just that's another thing to do and another thing to buy, but maybe like suggestions for how to display. I've seen some people do like big ink blobs. I'm not sure that that's something I want to do. Maybe I'll write, I'll probably write like a little blurb maybe about the ink, or something I can take a look at, like some description of what the ink inspiration was, perhaps. But yes, anyways, that was my little Fountain Pen Friday combination for you guys, or a little unboxing, and I am looking forward to doing a lot more fountain pen related things. Thanks so much for watching, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye.